Goldman Sachs says the economy will accelerate again next year. JP Morgan says the S&P will go up 8% next year. Former Reagan economist Art Laffer with us now. First of all, deal with the economy. How bullish are you? What rate of growth do we get for the economy next year?
You know, I think we're growing at the right rate. 2.5%, 3% would be great for next year. I think that's really reasonable and can be done. And you're coming up on the cusp of your 10th anniversary. I mean, look at the record you've had, Stuart. You've right from the trough you started, and now you've created this huge prosperity. And by the way, I've been with you all the way, too, all that time.
Come on. Yes, you have.
Yes.
And we thank you for that. Okay, so you, 2.5%, 3% growth for the economy next year. That's strong. How about JP Morgan saying the S&P will be up 8%? The market rallies again next year. Are you with that?
You know, I'm much less confident on my forecast of stock prices than I am of the GDP. But yeah, I think 8% is reasonable. I think the stock market has been up so much since Trump took office. And you know, when you look at the history of all of this, Stuart, it's so nice to look at it in retrospect because you have none of the uncertainties of living a day to day, hour by hour, you know. But looking at this economy from the future perspective, I think this will be seen, the Trump era will be seen as one of the greatest periods of prosperity in U.S. history, including the stock market, including real GDP growth, including employment, including the drop in the unemployment rate, including all of these wonderful things that have been happening. And you know, when you're at the end of a boom, when you've been in a boom for 5 years, it's much harder to squeeze out higher growth rates than it is right at the trough, you know, which Obama got in there in 2009. But Trump is doing an amazing job of continuing this prosperity. It's really difficult to do.
Right. We've got USMCA on the table. Here it comes. Can you quantify how good it is for America's economy?
I think USMCA is good for the American economy. I don't think it's going to be a huge, like, percentage changer, but I think USMCA sets the table for the deal with China, for the deal with Japan, South Korea, Europe, and then if Boris Johnson wins in England, if that happens, then we could have a really free trade agreement with England, and that would be absolutely spectacular. That would really move.